What stops most people when it comes to achieving something big in life? Big success, big goal, financial freedom, starting a business, resigning from job, anything else, even skydiving. What stops people? Fear. Do you agree that fear is created inside? Something is exciting for someone, same thing will be fearful for other person. Why it happens? Anything new you do, the fear is going to come. When you learn what is fear and understand how to overcome the fear, fear can be your friend. My name is Deepak Badra. I am alignment mastery coach and author of these two books you can see behind me. The fear stops most people. People make new year resolutions. People decide that oh, enough is enough. I'm going to change my life this year. But then at the end of the year, nothing much change. They are holding themselves back. And pay very close attention. I'm going to share something in this video. So I will share my slides. So in this slide, you see my picture with Bob Proctor. I have joined Bob Proctor's company as a consultant in April 2016. With my background, academic background or working background as an engineer, I never thought I can be a coach and teach these things. But when I've decided while working with Bob for 6 days in April 2016, I have made a decision that I want to do what he's doing with him, even without knowing how I'm going to do it. That time, I was introvert. I was not a public speaker. I was scared talking in front of people. I was not a good networker. I was not good even in English. I had all the reasons why I can't do it. But then Bob told me one thing. He says that you need to know what do you really want, how will show up. Now, I didn't believe that time. He says you have to borrow my belief in you. You have all the talents and ability. And same thing I'm telling you on this video, that you, me, we have all the talents and ability. It's just matter of identifying, having that burning desire. Like, see, many times people have dream to be financially free. They wish, they hope, they are interested, but they don't have burning desire. You need a burning desire. And you will learn in this video why you need burning desire. And when you have burning desire, when you are emotionally involved with your big dream, what happens inside? Something called terror barrier. And that's what this video is about. So I've already explained that why most people fail, because of they stop when they face the fear. Now, what if I say that when you are in alignment of your vision, your values, and your vibration, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, your conscious mind, subconscious mind, and body, it's alignment. And that alignment is required to overcome that fear and achieve something big. Now, see, the world is going through uncertainty. Even presently, it is May 2026. World is going in different directions. A lot of uncertainties are there. I live in Dubai. Middle East is going through uncertain time and during last 2 months. And I have seen many people feared about losing job. Many business owners, they are having fear. What if their business is not growing or even it is going down? Many people are having fear of, you can say, reducing their salary, pay or cut off. All those things are happening and they are scared. Now, what happens? Fear is one side, freedom is on other side. So, who am I? My name is Deepak Badra. I'm coached by Bob Proctor. He's one of my, you can say, main coach or mentor who helped me to achieve alignment, who helped me to overcome the fear. And I was in high paying corporate job 30 years. Even though pay was high, I had a team, I was a leader, but still it was not freedom. I was still trading my time. And one concept is, even though you are working professional or entrepreneur, if you are trading your time, you are in time for money trap. You are in red race. Now, if freedom is your value and you are trading your time, I am sure that you will not be feeling good inside. And that's what me, with Bob Proctor, I made a decision to do what I'm doing today, as I told. And then it was a fear, how I can do it, from where my money income will come, how I'm going to pay the bills. And then his word, you don't need to know how, you only need to know what do you really want. With his help, I found out what I really want when I am financially free. And I became Bob Proctor's consultant, started learning, started traveling from Dubai to Canada and learned from him. And that has shifted my life. But at 3 years, when I was with him, he asked me to resign from my job. He says that you can't have freedom and security both. You want to have freedom, but you are not able to give up security. And I don't say force, but he insisted me to submit my resignation from the job. And that's time I had gone through the fear. It was called terror barrier. My mind was going to and fro. Should I do? Should I not? What if this doesn't work? What if I fail? How my bills are going to pay? From where rent will come? How my children's education and groceries and all those things will be paid if I am not having secured income from my job? And that's what all of us go through. But today, I live, I live a life with freedom, which I have dreamed while working with him in April 2016. Now, if I can do it, you can do it. But what happens when you decide something big? So, this is my experience of skydiving. You can see on left side image, I made a decision. I was excited jumping from the plane. But when I was at the door, you can see this. I was literally thrown out by the instructor. He didn't give me choice, should I jump or no? Because when you look down 16,000 feet above, it's scary. And left side picture you see, it was scary. But right side, if you see, within few seconds, the other side of like freedom, you are having new experience. I was enjoying the view of Palm Island, of Dubai, and other things. So this is what happens in life. Why I'm showing this? Because everything you decide, but you have to continuously work on overcoming the fear. So what happens when you decide something big and you are emotionally involved with it? See, nothing will happen if you are just having wish, interest, or hope or dream. It needs to turn into burning desire. So you can see these are the 4 stages of overcoming the fear or achieving something big, which you really deserve and which you are meant for. So first stage is bondage. It's called A stage, bondage. Now, bondage, people are in comfort zone, even though you are earning well, but you are not having time freedom. You are not happy. You are not fulfilled. You are not in the flow. But you are still continuing because you never explored or you never thought that there is something beyond that. Then comes reasoning stage. You have seen your friend, your colleague growing. They have started business. They became financially free. They invested in assets and they are enjoying their life with freedom. Now, that is, you will start reasoning that if he can do it, I can do it. Maybe you have attended a training and you were inspired by the coach. The same thing, I was inspired by Bob Proctor. The reasoning, the thought or the idea was planted in your mind that there is a better life and you are able to do it. So it is turned as a thought only. If you see these left side, these diagrams, the big circle, which is your mind, and small circle is your body. Do you agree that we do all the things based on command comes from our mind? But do you know what mind is? So that's why this image will give you that clarification. Bigger circle is mind. In bigger circle, if you see, there is upper half called conscious mind, lower half called subconscious mind, and below the small circle is your body. Why body is shown very small part? Because body will only follow what command comes from the mind. Simple. We know that. If you want to wake up early in the morning, you are serious, you have set alarm, but morning you put snooze button. You have decided to go to gym, but you keep on postponing. You have decided to invest in yourself. You are postponing. Why? Because the desire is not big enough. It's not a burning desire. So this reasoning was planted, one seed was planted in your mind by somebody, but it remained as a wish, hope, or interest. Nothing much has changed. So that is called reasoning stage. You started thinking, but you are not emotionally involved. Now comes to stage 3, which is conflict stage, C stage. Now, conflict stage is when you say enough is enough. I'm going to do it. You have taken some action. Maybe you have submitted resignation. That's what I did. On 1st April 2019, I have submitted my resignation. And then an invisible wall of fear that is called terror barrier, I was hit by it. Every night I was having, am I going to take right decision? What if this doesn't work? And that was not a good time. I had sleepless nights also. But I was prepared by Bob Proctor. He says, this is going to happen. So he told me to write a committed decision every day and send to my senior sales director in his office. Every day I was writing one statement. I'm so happy and grateful now that I've submitted my resignation as of 1st April 2019 and I'm full-time thinking into result consultant with Bob Proctor. Only this, date, sign, take picture and send on WhatsApp. 90 days I did this. Now, at 90th day, I was relaxed because I was going to implement one of the biggest decisions of my life, to submit my resignation, even without knowing how I'm going to do it. So, but what I have gone through, the terror barrier, was a scary time. There was a fear. But when you have mentors and people who have walked that path, you can cross. So other side of, you see right side, terror, after terror barrier, that invisible dotted wall is freedom. I'm living life with freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, freedom of choice. Now, if I can do it, you can do it. That's what message of these videos. Other side of your this terror barrier is your dream. So what happens basically? You can see this left side, the red box. Most people, they decide something, but when they hit terror barrier, they go back to comfort zone because they can't tolerate this anxiety. What happens when you are emotionally involved with your goal or big dream or that decision? You will hit terror barrier. In your subconscious mind, there are two emotions: fear and excitement. Correct? Because when you think about that better life, your dream life manifested, you will feel excited. But when you think about that, what if this doesn't work? What if I fail? What other people will say? What if I lose? And that's the time there is a fear in subconscious mind. So fear and excitement both are emotions. Now these two emotions at a time are there in your subconscious mind, that will be reflected on your body as mixed vibration, that vibration called anxiety. Most people, they go back to the bondage stage when they face this terror barrier. Now you can see the other side, green side. When you have understanding, when you know that I need to act in spite of fear, you welcome fear. Your goal is big enough that facts don't matter. And then you achieve new income, new freedom, new paradigms. This is called paradigm shift. You are changing your programming, wiring of your conditioning. Our conditioning is like job security. You need to work hard to earn more money. Money is root of all the evils. All those are the conditioning paradigms which holds us back. Now, think about this. What is holding? Which stage you are in your life? Are you in bondage stage, reasoning stage, conflict stage, or you have already achieved freedom? Once you achieve freedom, you are working on bigger goal. But when you have experienced this one time, you can every time cross this terror barrier. Terror barrier is going to come. Even I was going to Bob Proctor, and sometimes people have asked that, Bob, don't you face terror barrier? He says, anything I decide big, I also face terror barrier, but you can always cross the terror barrier with the understanding, right understanding of your mind. What happens when you decide something big? Does this make sense? Then comes the paradigm shift. Now, if you see left side, as our education system doesn't teach us anything about mind and money. Now, do you agree that mind and money plays very important role in our life? Uncertain times, which is happening now, people are having worry and doubt. They are ignorant about mind. They are ignorant about future, what is going to happen of their job, business, life. Worry and doubt in conscious mind. So pay very close attention. Worry and doubt in conscious mind are negative thoughts. When these are your dominating thoughts, it turns into respective emotions. So negative thoughts are not going to have positive emotions. Simple. It will have fear, frustration, anger, jealousy, guilt, resentment in your subconscious mind. Now it will not remain limited to your subconscious mind. It will be reflected on our body, because our body is instrument of our mind. We call it negative vibration, we call it anxiety. Nobody loves to express anxiety. People suppress it. Suppression turns into depression. Depression turns into disease, sleepless nights, migraine, body ache, headache, and any kind of lifestyle disease. And then either people give up that dream, they say, no, I'm fine as I am, or they disintegrate. And this is happening with 95% people, unfortunately, because they decide to remain ignorant. Now you have a choice. When you are watching this video and you felt that, no, I need to shift on knowledge side. So if you see on right side, knowledge, which is green side, knowledge comes with study. I learned these things from the age of 49. Many people says, why you are traveling? It's too late. Why you want to change? Why you are leaving job at 53? But I knew that without updating myself, I cannot achieve what I want to achieve. And It is a purpose where I want to inspire, influence, and impact 100,000 lives of entrepreneurs and working professionals to get out of time for money trap. This is my purpose. This is my mission. I achieved financial freedom in that process. I'm working on that bigger purpose. And I have faith in this. So when you have knowledge, you have understanding, you have faith. Now faith is opposite to fear. Faith is positive feeling, emotions. It will be reflected on your body as well-being. Now when you are in well-being, you will not suppress, you will express it. I'm expressing this. I know that everybody needs this. Expression turns into acceleration, growth, manifesting big dreams. Acceleration will make your body at ease, not disease, body at ease. And that will help you to create something big. This is simple, like it's not that complicated science, but we need to learn about ourselves. People know a lot about outside politics, economy, but they hardly know the internal alignment. So the internal alignment is your thoughts, your feelings, your actions should be aligned. Without taking action, again, nothing is going to change. So now these are the four steps to break through from terror barrier. Understand it. Now what I have explained to you, hope I helped you to raise your understanding that yes, there is something called terror barrier and you have power to overcome it by working on yourself. You have to make a decision. Only understanding is not enough unless you decide to that I am ready to pay the price. That price can be giving up some comfort, investing time in yourself, investing in money in yourself, invest through mentors, with mentors. These are the paying the price. When you decide to do that, and then trust the process. It's the same. This is how universe works. Your thoughts turns into emotions, emotion turns into vibration, vibration turns into action. It's simple, not complicated. This is how universe works. You need to trust the process. And then comes action. Take action. Without action, nothing will change. It remains as a wish, hope, or interest. But when you put yourself in alignment, the actions will automatically happen. So, on the other side of fear is your freedom, is your big dream. What you need clarity. You have a clarity that I'm in bondage stage, or I'm in reasoning stage, or I'm in conflict stage, and I want to cross to freedom. Confidence is inside job. You can't buy confidence outside. Confidence comes when you act, you make mistakes, you learn from it. Now instead of repeating this mistake, learn from it. Learn from mentors who have made those mistakes, who have already walked that path, and then your new life is waiting for you. But if you don't do this, what you will get at the end of the life is regret. That I had this opportunity, but I didn't do this. Now, if this resonates with you, if this makes sense to you, I want you to take action. As I told, nothing will change without taking action. So in the description, I have shared a link. Click the link. Go through this and then give assessment. Let me understand which stage you are, how I can help you. Don't, you can say, refrain from asking for help. One thing I was told by Bob Proctor, if you don't ask, answer is always no. So 3 key things I learned from Bob Proctor. You don't need to know how, you only need to know what you want. Then if you don't ask, answer is always no. And then third one is you can't hold freedom and security both. To get freedom, you need to give up security. You need to make a space for freedom. If you are stuck in the security, and the moment you think, the fear will come. So that's what I have shared in this video, that you can achieve what do you really want. So hope this was useful to you. This has changed my life. The same lesson I have explained the way I understood, the way I applied, and everything. Even jumping from the plane, it was scary. Resigning from job, it was scary. Doing scuba diving was scary. Going on mountaineering was scary. Going on, you can say, trekking was scary. And I'm going to do bungee jumping. There is a fear in my mind, but I know that I can do it with the help of right person who is guiding me. Maybe I can be a guide for you. There was many guides, people help me. Take control of your life. Learn how to overcome the terror barrier. Thank you, and this is Deepak Batra.